Hi, I'm Athena Constantine, and today I'll be discussing the harm caused by beauty standards in the media. Have you ever found yourself scrolling through social media or looking at any other media platform in general and realizing that you're comparing yourself to what others look like? I assume yes, and I'm in that boat as well. Social media has played a large role in the effects of body image for both men and women. In the article, The Link Between Social Media and Body Image, a survey was conducted by the Florida House Experience, finding that 87% of women and 65% of men compare themselves to others. I've done extensive amount of research on this topic, and after gathering all of my information, I feel that I am qualified to teach you about the effects of body image and how it correlates with the media. I will be discussing the negative effects that the media has on body image and mental health. I will be discussing the barriers and the causes of this issue, and I will be talking about steps that we can take to help solve this problem. The media is causing harm to its viewers by promoting certain beauty standards that are unattainable to most. It's creating people to be unhappy with themselves when they glamorize certain beauty standards, and it's causing people to have a lot of mental health issues. One being disorders like eating disorders, which is common amongst girls, and even things like depression, which occurs in 20% of teens, according to Du Bois. Now, it also is affecting people with low self-esteem, especially in men. The idealization of this muscular look is causing men to result to things like unhealthy supplements and unhealthy eating habits. And for girls, according to Self-Esteem and Media Influences on Body Image, the article found that girls are with low self-esteem are taking part in things like bullying, smoking, disordered eating, and unhealthy activities, and this is also for boys as well. In the other thing is the unhealthy comparison between the viewer and the people in the screen on the media. In the link between social media and body image, in a journal called Body Image found out of the 227 women that they surveyed that just from Facebook alone, after viewing it, they felt that they're more likely to compare themselves to others. Now that I've discussed how the media is causing harm to its viewers by promoting certain beauty standards, I'm going to discuss some of the barriers and causes behind this issue. Social media is rising in popularity daily, and it is found from the rise of social media. Ortiz Ospina found that out of the 7.7 billion people in this world, 3.5 billion of us are on some type of social platform. So it's inevitable for us to see some type of thing that is going to cause us to compare ourselves to others, and there's really no way of escaping it. The other thing that is being caused for barriers is things like celebrities, influences, movies, magazines, internet, and TV. They're all such a large platform of what is on the media today, and Heather Layton found in her article that in a report from Norwegian global influencer marketing platform Inspire.me, that influencers are actually feel bad for their job because they know how much it is harming people's perceptions of themselves, yet they continue to do their job anyway. Lastly, there's the problem with Photoshop. Photoshop is it's in the media a lot today and is something that we can't control. Photoshop is creating this idea that this airbrush and perfect look where people are morphing themselves and altering the way they look is what we should all look like, and it is causing us to believe that our imperfections are not beautiful and brainwashing, especially teens, into believing that what we see on the media is true. Now, I found this video that actually shows this. Just let it load. watch the whole video, but you kind of get the scheme that what we see on the media is not actually what is true. That woman looked completely different than what she looked like when she first came in, and they completely altered the way she looked. So it's just like a huge problem in today's society. Now that we've discussed the barriers and causes behind this issue, I'm going to talk about some types of things that we can do to resolve the problem. We can do things like unfollow certain media accounts that may be trying to get us to feel badly about ourselves in different ways. And we can go to things that promote things like body positivity and make people feel good about themselves. We can also use the internet for things like support groups. If you're feeling bad about yourself, there are places where we can talk to other people to create a positive dynamic between everyone and make people feel not alone. And in an article, How Social Media Impacts Beauty Standards for Boys and Girls, Smith found that social media and the media in general doesn't have to be a place where for negativity. It can be a place for inspiration, for you to find new ideas, and it can also be a place for a distraction. When you don't want to look at something or deal with something in your daily life, it can be a place where you can escape to. Now, steps for you to take is to educate others on the topic. Now that you know more about this issue, tell people about how unrealistic these things are in the media and how we shouldn't feel badly about ourselves, and support things like body positivity instead of the idea of just tearing people down and making people feel less than. And you can go to this website, Hayes, which promotes things like respect, critical awareness, and compassionate self-care. And it basically just talks about the body diversity and how we are beautiful in every shape, size, and anything like that. And we can go, they have a ton of resources with things like organization, blogs, books, podcasts. And if we go to blogs, for example, they have a ton of blogs with things that help with things like for you to read, with things like how to be just have more nutrition in your body and feel good in your body and feel healthy instead of worrying about your looks instead. So today I discussed how the media has created these unrealistic beauty standards for both men and women, and it's causing people to suffer with their mental and physical well-being. I discussed how the media is affecting people's mental health, their comparison with others, and their self-esteem, and what is fueling this issue and causing barriers, and what we can do to reduce this problem. Now, anytime you are looking through your social media, your Instagram, anything like that, or you're watching TV or a movie, start noticing that these bodies that are being portrayed and how unrealistic they actually are, and educate others so they don't feel so alone and in this issue. Thank you.